Good evening and welcome to BJC Halacha A, number 1817. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara away. Dedicated in love and memory of Daniela Basfi and Neshama Shev and Aliyah. And we're continuing some laws on Sfiras Omer, counting the Omer. Lechatchila, the best way to count. Yispor Acha Seitz Kochavim, Seitz HaKochavim, to count after the three medium stars. Count when it's certainly nighttime, which is about 45 minutes after sunset. Certainly longer than that's even better, 72 minutes after sunset for sure. So that's when you ideally should count. I will be counting, God willing, after the 9 p.m. Mar if you're in Houston. That's the best way to do it. He says, Ach b'diavad yatsa im sipor ben hashmashos. But b'diavad, meaning after the fact, it's not the best situation, but if you happen to be praying Mincha right before sunset, then they pray Marv, the evening service, right after Mincha, because it's for convenience reasons. A lot of people don't want to go back out. So, and you count it then, in between sunset and the three medium stars. So not quite when there's three medium stars, but before that, he says it still works, but it's not ideal. It's not lechila, it's b'diavad. Ach, im sipor me yom, but if you count it while it's still day, you counted before sunset. So then, and you even counted before Plaga Mincha. Plaga Mincha is about an hour and a quarter before sunset. And sometimes we can rely on the fact that you can actually pray the evening service while it's still daylight, as long as it's after this Plaga Mincha. For sometimes when the hour gets really late, especially on Shabbat, so people don't want to eat their meals so late, so they can rely on this leniency that before hour and a quarter, you'll pray the afternoon service. After the hour and a quarter, you'll pray the evening service, even though it's still daylight. So imagine a person now, he counts the Omer even before Plaga Mincha, 2 hours before sunset. Ooh, that's no good. He says, then everyone agrees you did not fulfill your obligation of counting. And you would need to go ahead and count again at night with a blessing. And then he says, and if you count it after Plaga Mincha, so in other words, you're counting, it's still daytime, 45 minutes before sunset. But you're relying on that leniency that you actually prayed the evening service because you want to not start the meal so late if it's Friday night or some other day. So let's say you did count after Plaga Mincha. So then there are poskim, there are rabbinical authorities who say that you're yotze, so you fulfilled your obligation, but you still should count again at nighttime without a blessing. Got that? So 4 levels here. Ideally, certainly nighttime, 72 minutes after sunset, 45 minutes after sunset, but certainly 72 minutes. Blessing, counting, that's the best. Second best, but ben hashmashos, between sunset and nighttime. Okay, it works. Not the best case, but fine. Next, after Plaga Mincha, also it's daytime. You really shouldn't have done that, but sometimes you got to do it to eat the meal early. Fine. So to fulfill your obligation, go ahead, count again without blessing. And finally, before Plaga Mincha, 3 hours before sunset, whatever it is, didn't work, buddy. You got to count again with a blessing. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Yetzer Hara 36 100 for the goal. Have a great night.